nigga, this a stick shit. What I speak is the truth, I don't care if it's offensive. The life that I chose, no turning back, we end this. They don't understand till we tell them no forgiveness. Rain on them, 40 days, 40 nights, shit is endless. What I speak is the truth, I don't care if it's offensive. This the life that we chose, no turning back, we end this. They don't understand when we tell them no forgiveness. Rain on them, 40 days, 40 nights, this shit is endless. I believe in reincarnation, so you know this endless. I'm solidified and stamped, that's why I walk with a signet. Build it from the ground up, did it all independent. Don't put your head in my business, to the wall I'm appended. They say I walk around like I'm perfect, bitch I'm sinless, blameless. And if you ain't the same, I'm against it. Was born with this shit, the other half I'm just gifted. 20 on me, wish a nigga would so I could spend it. Start from the branch, then I ain't at the soil you. Got a peer on me, that'll leave your family tree spoil you. Can't catch you, then I get your man, make him lure you. The only comp is me, and I'm trying to be cordial. I feel like I'm royal, you interchange with the mind. I love a 10 with a sexy walk, but I'll take a switch with a 9. Gear up and go crazy when they tell me it's time. Empty the whole clip to the last shot like the game on the line. Speak is the truth, I don't care if it's offensive. The life that I chose, no turning back, we end this. They don't understand till we tell them no forgiveness. Rain on them, 40 days, 40 nights, shit is endless. What I speak is the truth, I don't care if it's offensive. This the life that we chose, no turning back, we end this. They don't understand when we tell them no forgiveness. Rain on them, 40 days, 40 nights, this shit is endless.
What it do, what it do? Angry Black Man Media Squad. It's your man, Chief Sock G, man. We are back in the building. Want to welcome everybody to the Angry Perspective, man. New show that I got coming, man, from the Angry Black Man Media content package. It's going to be a lot y'all going to be seeing from Chief Sock G, man, and a lot of other brothers that I'm bringing into the fold. You know what I'm saying? For all of the loyal brothers and sisters out there that's been urging me to get back on the grind and been getting at me to get back to bringing y'all that Angry Black Man perspective that y'all, you know what I'm saying, like to hear. Just want to let y'all know, man, I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's been a long time coming, man, but we got it together, man. I'm down here in Memphis, Tennessee. Got the studio up and running, you know what I'm saying? And wanted to come at y'all Friday night real quick, man. Wanted to holler at y'all concerning the murder of PnB Rock. It's a brother who's a rapper out of Philadelphia, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I don't really know too much about the cat or the type of music that he made. I do know that he tragically lost his life earlier this week in Los Angeles, California, and social media has been buzzing concerning the circumstances and the situation, you know what I'm saying, that led to his death. So just wanted to come in and holler at y'all about the lessons that we need to take from this incident and many others like it that have occurred recently and that will continue to occur because of the lack of respect that we have for the streets. You understand? First and foremost, what y'all going to be hearing from the Angry Perspective is the viewpoint of the righteous black man. You know what I'm saying? For the past 12 years, I've dedicated my life to learning the truth of who I am, where I come from, what my purpose is on this earth. And these past 12 years has afforded me a lot of experience, a lot of growth, and a lot of maturity to be able to be within this world, but to also have a view that's very much from outside of it. You understand? I'm a black man just like you. I live in these streets, live in the hood, and I move around this world just like you. But because of the knowledge and the wisdom that I've been able to gain, I'm able to not be a part of a lot of the nonsense and a lot of the BS that takes place within our community. And there's a lot of brothers that's just like me that have taken a stand to be a force for righteousness, you know what I'm saying, and positivity for our people and waking us up so that we can escape out of the hells, man, and the oppression and the suffering that we experiencing in this society. So I said all that to say a lot of what y'all gonna hear on this podcast and really on this channel is not what you're going to hear anywhere else. And so for some of you, you may be able to stomach it. Some of you may be able to appreciate it. Others may not. Oh, well, it is what it is. Having said that, a lot of people are blaming PnB Rock's girl for her lack of awareness about the situation and the circumstances that they were in, being in East Los Angeles, being at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. A lot of people are saying she's responsible for PnB's death because she posted their location when they were at the restaurant. And what I would first want to do is just say my heart goes out to the sister and to PnB Rock's family. It's never easy losing a loved one, you know what I'm saying? And let alone to have someone who you care about, or just know in any capacity, to have someone you don't know be murdered and shot in front of you is an extremely traumatizing experience for anyone to have to go through. And then for the first thing that you see on social media is everybody blaming you and saying you the reason why this shit happened. It's got to be horrible. So I feel for the sister. I feel for the brother's family. I think it's recklessly irresponsible for anybody to jump the gun and blame her for this brother being shot, because as we're going to hear in the next few minutes, his safety and his ability to be protected and safeguarded in that environment was not her responsibility at all. Now, I'm not saying she's not an evil bitch. I'm not saying she didn't set him up. I don't have enough information, but I think it's recklessly irresponsible to jump the gun and blame her for him losing his life. First and foremost, PnB Rock, like I said, is a successful rapper. His brother is independent, made a lot of money, owned all his masters and his royalties. Said, I never heard the nigga music, but apparently he was popping. For you to travel to Los Angeles, California, and not be aware of the, what's the word I'm looking for? To not be aware of what's happening in the streets of Los Angeles, California right now is completely irresponsible. You understand? For any rapper, for anybody, I don't care who you are, where you from, where you grew up, to not respect the poverty and the horrible conditions that black people are living in these major metropolitan cities all across the country is just it's unforgivable. If you're gonna go to a city like Los Angeles, you're gonna come to Memphis, Tennessee, you're gonna go to Philadelphia, you're gonna go to Detroit, you're gonna go to Washington, D.C., you're gonna go to, you know what I'm saying, New York City, you're gonna go to St. Louis, Missouri, you're gonna go to, Dallas, Texas, you're gonna go to Houston, Texas, you're gonna go to, Birmingham, Alabama, you're gonna go to Atlanta, Georgia, you're gonna go to any of these cities and move around the city not respecting that there are people who are starving, that there are people who are hungry, that there are people who, getting laid off of their jobs and can't get no more government aid, can't get no unemployment. For you to travel to a city where there's people who are starving and who are hungry, and you're going to pop up in the hood with thousands of dollars of jewelry on, you're going to be driving in a Maybach Benz, and you're not going to have armed, paid security to protect you, then you're just not very serious about your life. And it's a hard pill to swallow, but the reality is PnB Rock was not very serious about his life. Because if he is, then he would have conducted himself in a different manner going out there and trying to get something to eat in East Los Angeles. Now, there's a lot being said about rappers and celebrities and people needing to check in the streets when they go to cities like Los Angeles. Now, I'm very much against that notion. You know what I'm saying? To hell with checking in with anybody when you go anywhere. I don't care if you're rich, if you're famous, if you're just a regular guy like me. There's no need for you to have to check in if you respect the streets. And respecting the streets is not flaunting your wealth, flaunting your jewelry, flaunting your money, flaunting your nice rides in the faces of people who are starving. PnB Rock would have left his jewelry at home, would have got a regular rental car instead of trying to pull up in the Benz, would have just been, just another guy with some tattoos going to get some breakfast with his gal. He would have had nothing to worry about. but that's not what he chose to do. The reports is coming out that minutes before he arrived at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles early in that day, the rapper had got pressed out in West Los Angeles by some gangbangers, some cats in the streets, because he was out there again flaunting his jewelry. Los Angeles is a place right now where people getting robbed in Melrose. People getting robbed on Rodeo Drive out there shopping and flossing, spending their money. Women are getting followed home using a goddamn Apple Wi-Fi, a Bluetooth connector. They're getting followed home and they're getting robbed for everything that they got. Their homes is being broken into. Now, I know this, and I'm just a regular guy living in Memphis, Tennessee. You're a famous rapper guy who's well known and famous around the world, and you're wearing thousands of dollars of jewelry, and you don't know that these is treacherous streets. You don't know that this is a place full of lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my. Do you think you just gonna go to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles and you gonna get you a meal and sit and eat there and shit gonna be sweet? You're not serious about your life. All black men, if you have achieved any level of success and you want to live a flashy lifestyle, you want to wear designer clothes, you want to rock thousands of dollars of jewelry, you need to go ahead and hire you some security. If you go look at the dignitaries and the diplomats of all of these foreign governments around the world, go look at all of these summits, these international summits they have where, these politicians and these corporation CEOs go and meet up. There's a reason why they have security with them. There's a reason why the president travels in a motorcade. Because everywhere in this society and on this earth, where there's people who are rich, there's more than likely someone whose back had to be stepped on for them to be rich. In order for there to be those who have not in this society, those who have know that they have to do everything they can to protect what it is that they've been able to amass off the backs of those people who are the have-nots. And what makes you think as a black man in 2022, you've been able to amass some wealth, you're able to get some money, you don't have to protect yourself the same way? You think, I don't know what you think. But PnB Rock lost his life because he put himself in a situation that he was in. Now, furthermore, so he didn't have security. He was wearing all his jewelry. He pulled up in the Maybach. On top of that, if you got a woman who's thirsty for attention, you got a woman who love being on the social media and love flaunting, she on the vacations and she on trips and she with her nigga, it's your responsibility as a man to train that broad that you don't post our location while we out somewhere. Matter of fact, we are in a dangerous environment. Put your phone down. Don't be on your social media while we eating this Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. You want to take a picture, but keep your head on a swivel, baby. Just me and you in here. We got to be on our P's and Q's because it's dangerous out here. I just got pressed out, a few hours ago. So, they know I'm in the city. Word is out there. We need to be alert. We need to be aware. For him not to have alerted her or made her aware that now is not the time to be posting what you're doing and where you're at on social media, that's a failure on PnB Rock's behalf. You understand? There's no excuses, again, for being in that environment, for being in that situation and being in that circumstance and not respecting the streets. Unfortunately, the brother had to face the consequences. You know what I'm saying? Black men, you got to start training and taking your safety and your protection very serious. We are living in a time where people are starving. People are hungry. And, even the basest animals, the rats and the roaches, they will fight and claw and kill each other in order to be able to have a little piece of the cheese. So if you got something, you get into the money out here. And also, what makes you feel like, I don't know what makes a nigga feel comfortable to stunt around a bunch of poor ass people, to stunt around a bunch of people that don't have nothing. You from Philadelphia. You flying to Los Angeles, California. You not on the red carpet. You not at no big event. You not at some, place where there's a lot of other celebrities and all other people getting to the money. Why do you feel the need that you got to wear all your jewelry? Who do you feel like you got to impress? Who do you feel like you got to show up? There's something inside you that want to show up these poor people, that want to make these people who don't have feel like shit, make these people who can't afford what you afford like they less than you. You're not serious about your life. And you're not serious about being empathetic to the people who are still in the conditions that you work so hard to be in that studio rapping and making them songs to escape. And if you do not respect the streets, then the streets will disrespect you. It's that simple. So the responsibility for safety and protection of yourself and those that are under your authority or that are under your responsibility solely lies on you as a man. And as a man, for you to be moving in any environment and found in any situation or circumstance where you are not able and ready and equipped to protect yourself, then that's on you. Now, for those of y'all that may not be familiar with the landscape of Southern California, Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, the one that I'm not sure if it's the one he was shot at. Let me say that. I believe it is the one he was shot at, though. It's the one that's in East LA, near South Central. That Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles may be the least tactical place to go have anything to eat at in the entire planet. That Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles is located in the middle of sits in the middle of a block in a parking lot that is like a circular parking lot. I believe the restaurant sits by itself, and there's glass all around the building. There is no back entrance. There is no alleyway. There is no, running out the back. When you go sit in Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, nigga, you in Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. And the hood is right there. There's a gas station like it's in the hood. You gonna pull up to Roscoe's in the Maybach Benz, hopping out with thousands of dollars of jewelry on with a famous face. That nigga's woman was not responsible for him getting shot. The word was out, 20 minutes before the nigga pulled up. The word was out. Yeah, man, it's a famous rapper nigga up in here flashing all his jewelry, man. Let's come get him. You make yourself a target, man. And it's not necessary. You go look at all of the rappers all the famous rappers from California. YG, Nipsey Hussle before he got killed, Kendrick Lamar, The Game, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg. You don't see them flossing jewelry. You don't see them with big chains and big rings and, stunting and flossing. Is it because they ain't got the money? No, they got the money. Is it because they scared? No, they not scared. It's because they respect the streets. They respect the culture. They respect the starving people that's out there. And if you don't respect the starving people, then the starving people going to come eat what you got. And that's been, that's been the method of operations in every major city across this country for many, many years. This ain't no new thing, man. Rappers getting jacked, rappers getting robbed, rappers getting killed because they were stunting and flossing ain't something that's new. We seeing it now with these, this new generation of rappers is because they detach from reality. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be many more brothers who meet this fate because they're just not serious about life. And let me say this, it's not just the rappers. There's a lot of goofies out here. There's a lot of cats that just ain't in touch with the streets and don't know how real shit is. But anybody that's from the streets or been in the streets or was close to niggas that's from the streets, you know that there's just certain things you don't do. If you too proud to tuck your chain, then you're going to lose your life. When a nigga up and put that thing in your face, you better run that shit. You better come up off them jewels. You better come up off them rings. You better come up off that money, because if you don't, you're going to lose your life. And some lessons are harder learned than others. But the lessons that are necessary to learn are the ones that you can bounce back from. You can't bounce back from bullets to the face. You can't bounce back from 5 shots to the chest. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you think your pride or your reputation is not more important than your life, my nigga. You find yourself, if you got, you got. Run that shit. Live to see another day. What was the next thing I wanted to touch on with that whole PnB Rock situation? Like I said, everybody blaming this woman. It's not his woman's fault. Even if the broad wanted to set him up. If you're a man that move a certain kind of way, you can't be set up. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. I was on Roscoe's. Roscoe's, y'all need to learn how to move tactically. You need to go get you a gun license. You need to go get some training. You need to go take a tactical, you know what I'm saying, engagement class. Learn how to secure a perimeter. Learn how to scope out a location. Learn how to send, you know what I'm saying, 5 or 6 people ahead of you to go to a place and just be plants. Send you know what I'm saying, 5 or 6 of your homies in 2 groups to go sit down at the restaurant that you're going to go visit if you rich and famous. Go send your security team to go scope the spot out and to go, you know what I'm saying, establish a perimeter. You know what I'm saying? Have 2 or 3 cars set up where brothers is constantly keeping watch. You know what I'm saying? Find you somebody who you can trust. Hire them to be your security guard. Send them, you know what I'm saying, to school, to train and to be getting licensed. There's nationwide licenses you can get where you can carry guns all 50 states in a security capacity. Have somebody go do that and pay them, man. Come out your pocket. You getting all this money, you doing it big. Y'all niggas want to go throw money at the strip club. You want to go trick on these hoes, but you don't want to put some money in a brother's pocket that could save your life. You understand? You go look at the big wigs. Go look at the Jay-Z's and the Puff Daddies and the, you know, Dr. Dre's and the Snoop Dogs. Them cats get security guards that's been rolling with them for 20, 30 years. They main man that was there. Anytime they want to step out in the streets, that cat was there. Them cats was there. Look at how Floyd Mayweather move. You know what I'm saying? And if you think these other rappers ain't moving like that, you out of your mind. You should just stay in the house. Because you just don't know how real life is. You think shit is a game. You think shit is a joke. And you're going to be the next brother whose face is on the TV because you didn't respect the streets. And there's nothing wrong with just being somebody who stay in the house. I don't know why y'all so pressed to, you know, goddamn. You wanted to go sit at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles out. I mean, I've had the Roscoe's and it, you know, it ain't that amazing. I'm sorry. It's not that amazing. Down here in Memphis, man, Young Dolph lost his life over Makeda's cookies. Them cookies are all right. They not worth losing your life over. And you gotta respect your position in the world. If you're somebody who's gotten a little bit, you got something, you can't just go flossing it and showing it off. You make yourself a target, man. It's like asking for somebody to come get me. But when they come get you, don't, you know, the world shouldn't react and respond like it's some magical mystery what happened. PnB Rock didn't need to be set up. All PnB Rock needed to do was not respect the streets. And that's what he did. He didn't respect the streets of Los Angeles, California. He didn't respect the poverty of Los Angeles, California. He didn't respect the starvation in Los Angeles, California. He didn't respect the hunger of all of those wolves and lions and bears who are always just waiting for some sweet gazelle to come by and not see them lurking in the bushes. And if you get that, you get got. So, before the next person who y'all love so much and who has contributed whatever you feel like they've contributed to the culture loses their life over something silly, like and share this video so that hopefully more brothers will be able to receive this word and understand that you cannot play with your life. If you're going to be out here, if you want to be famous, if you want to live that rapper lifestyle, if you want to be somebody who's always seen and who people always admire for how much they got and how well they're doing, then you got to get you some security. You got to take responsibility for your protection and for your safety and for the protection and the safety of your loved ones. And please, black people, let's stop being so disrespectful when situations like this occur that we just go out there and just recklessly speculating about somebody setting somebody up or getting somebody killed. Again, that sister, they said she wasn't crying while he was laying there dying. It's That's very normal. Like somebody getting shot is not like, you know, Boys in the Hood or, you know, Menace to Society. Seeing someone get shot is a very traumatic, and I can't even describe the horrificness of it. Oftentimes there is no crying, there is no immediate emotional response. It's just nothing but, damn, this is fucked up. And there's a lot of black women out there who have been in that situation and in that circumstance. And at the time of them immediately losing their loved ones, the last thing they need to do is log on social media and see everybody blaming them, man. That's a horrible thing. Like I said, I empathize with the sister, empathize with PnB Rock family. But moving forward, black men, we got to do better. We got to be better. The streets is always going to be what they are. As long as there's oppression in this land, people are going to be starving. As long as people are starving, they are going to be willing to do whatever it takes to eat. If you don't want to be the prey and you're not the predator, then you have to be able to learn how to move wisely. Get you some security. Stay away from the places where you can't secure yourself and those who you love. And if you're going to be in the streets, respect them. Leave the jewelry at home. Don't pull up stunting in the you know, the whip that nobody can afford. And just be a brother. You ain't got to shit on the people who ain't got nothing. You want to stunt when you get around your big wig rapper homies, you want to stunt on them, that's cool. Everybody getting money. We all getting money. That's cool. But don't go around the streets. Don't go around where people are starving and hungry and ain't got nothing and you walking around like you know what I'm saying, the big mahut. Because there's always somebody that's going to take it as disrespect. So they're going to run your pockets. They're going to put that pistol in your face and they're going to see what you made of. And if you don't act accordingly, you're going to lose your life. But hey, maybe I'm just an angry black man. I don't know what I'm talking about. Salute to the Angry Black Man Media Squad. It's your man, Chief Sock G, Captain Soccer War, and this is the Angry Perspective. I'll holler at y'all.